Hi everyone and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So we just finished the overview for indexing. Now let's go ahead and get into the web indexing itself. So if you look on the top of your screen on the left hand side, you'll see it says overview. We're just going to come to the right and we're going to click on web indexing. Now, when I do, it's going to bring me up to this screen here. This says My Batches. So these are the batches that you are currently working on. So if you're working on a batch and you need to quit, you don't have to finish it out. You can just click Save and it'll come back and it will be in this batch folder. And so I think you can go up to 10 batches, at least that's what it used to be. But you can go ahead and come in here, and anytime that you're working on a batch or two or three or four batches, just come back here. It's saved for you and you can go ahead and open it back up and continue where you were when you stopped. This gear I'm going to talk about in another video. That is how to edit your preferences for the time period you want to work on. You can set the parameters of what you feel comfortable doing in indexing. Find batches will do when we do talk about the gear, because that will find the batches that you just set the parameters for. Over here are messages. These are messages that come from either your stake or from Family Search itself, and I've just stored those there so you could see what they would look like. Then you can just come in and you can just go ahead and delete them out when you're finished reading them. But if you come down, you can see progress. So here it says indexing. So I am an indexer and an arbitrator. They now call it a reviewer. And so you can come in and check your work for indexing, or you can check your work for reviewing. You can come into the current or previous month that you're in, and you can go through and say you want to look at the current month, the current quarter, the current year, or all time. And it'll show you the statistics for what you personally have done. You can set targets where you can go in and say, I want to do 1,000 indexing names the year of 2018. And you can go ahead and set those, and it'll show you how many you have to do each month, and it'll walk you through. Down here, it'll show you charts. You can click on charts, that's where we are right now, and it'll show you what you have done. It'll chart it out for you for the month. You can come over here to projects, and it'll show you the projects that you have done. Now, I'll be honest, I am not into indexing as much as I am into family search and doing my own family and teaching. And so I have not actually worked in indexing as much in this past year as I have in previous years. So don't judge me on that. I'm sorry. But if you come down, you'll see groups. So you can see your stake. It'll tell you how many members, how many were indexed, and how many were reviewed. It'll also break it down into your ward and tell you how many members in your ward, how many were indexed, and how many reviewed. You can also create a group. So if you want to create a group of friends to do this together or family members, you can come in and create a group and you can keep track of how much progress that you guys have all done as a group together in indexing for the year. So again, this is web indexing, just setting you up on the main page so you can see. And now we're going to go in and get a little more detailed into the indexing program.